The brutal truth about Stoicism. Most people live their entire lives in a state of constant panic. They panic over what people say about them. They panic over the economy, and they lose sleep over things they cannot change. They think they are in control, but they are just reacting to the noise of the world. True power doesn't come from dominating others. It comes from an ancient, brutal truth that most people are too weak to accept: the art of radical detachment. Centuries ago, the greatest minds of the ancient world, emperors and slaves alike, discovered a mental operating system that made them completely immune to emotional chaos. They called it Stoicism. But modern society has completely watered it down. They think Stoicism means suppressing your feelings. It doesn't. It is the ultimate weapon of mental survival. Epictetus, a man who lived much of his life as a slave, unlocked a fundamental law of reality that separates the successful from the miserable. He realized that 99% of human suffering is caused by one simple mistake: trying to control things that are completely out of our hands. Think about your own life. How much energy do you waste worrying about what other people think? How much time do you lose stressing over the future, the past, or outcomes you cannot dictate? The Stoic divides the world into two categories: what is up to you and what is not. Everything outside your direct control, opinions, traffic, the economy, the actions of others, is absolute waste of mental bandwidth. When you stop fighting reality, you stop suffering. That is the first rule of practical Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful emperor of Rome, used to write journals to himself every night. He wasn't trying to change the world, he was trying to conquer himself. One of his most dangerous mental frameworks was a concept called amor fati, the love of fate. Most people curse their problems. When things go wrong, they play the victim. They ask, "Why is this happening to me?" The Stoic asks a completely different question: how can I use this? If an obstacle blocks your path, the obstacle becomes the path. If someone betrays you, it is a masterclass in patience. If you fail, it is data for your next move. When you embrace the chaos instead of fighting it, you take away its power to hurt you. You become undefeatable. Theory is useless without execution. If you want to integrate this into your daily life starting today, you must apply 3 ironclad rules. Rule number 1, practice voluntary discomfort. Once a week, strip away your comforts. Eat plain food, take cold showers, or spend hours in absolute silence. Remind your brain that you do not fear poverty, discomfort, or loss. When you no longer fear losing things, you become truly dangerous. Rule number 2, master the pause. Between an external trigger and your emotional response, there is a microsecond of space. Weak men react instantly. Stoics master that pause. In that silence, you choose whether the event has power over you. Rule number 3, keep your inner fortress locked. Stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Your energy is currency. Do not spend it on arguments, drama, or validation. Guard your peace like a fortress. When you genuinely live by these principles, something strange happens to the people around you. They will try to provoke you, and you won't flinch. They will try to rush you, and you will move at your own pace. Your emotional immunity destroys their leverage over you. The modern world is designed to make you weak, distracted, and emotionally reactive. Choosing the path of the Stoic is an act of rebellion. You stop being a spectator tossed around by the waves, and you become the rock. Master your mind, control your reactions, and build your life in silence. If this resonated with you, subscribe to InspireU. Drop a Taz in the comments if you are ready to enter your Stoic era. Stay disciplined. Most people think that to practice Stoicism, you need to read ancient Greek philosophers, sit in a room, and meditate for hours. But true Stoicism is forged in the dirt, in the middle of pressure, when everything is collapsing around you. It is the art of becoming an immovable object in a world built of paper. Let us look deeper into how the masters actually lived. Seneca was not just a philosopher. He was one of the wealthiest and most influential men in Rome, operating right inside the belly of a corrupt political beast. Yet, he routinely practiced poverty. He would wear the cheapest clothes, eat coarse bread, and ask himself, "Is this the condition that I feared?" Why did he do this? Because the mind fears what it does not know. When you intentionally expose yourself to what you dread most, discomfort, rejection, failure, or isolation, the fear completely loses its grip on you. Modern convenience has made society soft. People panic over a delayed flight, a negative comment on the internet, or a minor financial setback. They are fragile because they have never tested their own boundaries. If you want an unshakable mind, you must systematically inoculate yourself against weakness. Consider the battlefield of daily life. Every single day, you are bombarded with triggers, notifications, opinions of co-workers, unexpected bills, and demands on your attention. Every time you react with anger, frustration, or a desperate need to explain yourself, you are handing the remote control of your life to someone else. You are saying, "Here, control my mood today." The Stoic does not surrender the remote. He observes the chaos from behind a thick glass wall. The storm rages outside, but inside the mind, there is absolute stillness. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his private journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Notice he did not say, "You can change the events." He said, "You find strength in realizing you cannot." The moment you stop wrestling with reality, your energy redirects entirely toward what actually matters: your own actions, your own integrity, and your own path. This brings us to the ultimate secret of the unshakable mind: radical self-reliance. Stop looking for validation. Stop waiting for the world to be fair, for people to treat you right, or for the perfect conditions to start building your life. The world will never be fair. People will misunderstand you, betray you, or try to pull you down into their level of noise. Let them. Their opinions have no physical weight. They cannot alter your destiny unless you give them permission. When you walk into a room and your emotional state depends entirely on how people treat you, you are a slave to your environment. But when you become entirely self-contained, anchored by your own principles, driven by your own internal standard, and completely indifferent to the applause or criticism of the crowd, you become untouchable. This is the path of InspireU. Turn down the volume of the world. Stop explaining, stop reacting, and start executing. Build your discipline in absolute silence. Let your results make the noise, and remain completely unbothered by the storm. Stay disciplined. Most people wander through life waiting for motivation, waiting for the right moment, or waiting for permission to change their lives. But motivation is an emotional wave. It comes and goes as it pleases. If you rely on motivation, you will achieve nothing of value. What you need is not motivation. It is absolute, relentless discipline, combined with the cold calculation of a strategist. Think of your life as a silent campaign. A general does not announce his plans to the enemy before he moves. He does not scream his intentions from the rooftops. He moves in absolute silence, builds his strength behind closed doors, and lets the results speak for themselves when the time is right. Modern culture encourages the exact opposite. People broadcast every single intention, every workout, every goal before they even achieve it. They trade the dopamine of the reward for the cheap applause of strangers on the internet. And what happens? The energy leaks out. The drive fades. They talk about what they are going to do until their brain tricks them into feeling like they already did it. The Stoic knows better. The Stoic understands that secrecy is power. When no one knows your next move, no one can prepare for it, sabotage it, or dilute your focus with their opinions. You become a ghost operating in plain sight. You wake up early while the city is still asleep. You put in the hours of deep work, you strengthen your body, and you protect your mind, all without posting a single word about it. Let us examine the true cost of emotional leakage. Every time you get into an argument online, every time you try to defend your character to someone who is committed to misunderstanding you, Every time you let a trivial inconvenience ruin your entire day, you are leaking power. You are burning fuel that should be directed entirely toward your transformation. The world wants you reactive. The algorithm wants you angry. The crowd wants you distracted. Why? Because a distracted, reactive person is easily controlled, easily manipulated, and forever stuck at the bottom. When you refuse to play their game, you break the system. Someone insults you? Silence. Someone tries to drag you into drama? Total detachment. An unexpected disaster hits your plans? Absolute composure, followed immediately by cold, logical execution. You stop fighting the fire with more fire. You become the vacuum that starves it of oxygen. As we close this deep dive into the practical application of Stoic power, remember this. The transition from where you are now to where you want to be will not be loud or glamorous. It will be quiet, lonely, and relentless. There will be no cheering crowds, no validation, and no applause in the early stages. There is only you, the mirror, and the work that needs to be done. Master your mind, guard your energy like a state secret, and build your empire in absolute silence. If this journey resonated with you, subscribe to InspireU. Drop a "ah" in the comments to seal your commitment and step forward into your unshakable era. Stay disciplined.